Welcome, my friends, to the new studio. We've been talking about all the different changes that have been happening here in the Visibility Hacking Studios. Well, there's been a few more, and I figured if you are interested in creating your own little mini studios to create effortless content, well, you're going to want to pay attention to today's video because I'm going to show with you our brand new little mini studio so you can check it out and maybe it will inspire you to build your own. So hurry up, we're going to play that intro and I'll see you on the other side. So here's the situation. I needed a place that I could just effortlessly sit down and start creating content. I wanted a mini studio. It didn't need to be something huge, just a little corner of a room where I can have it dedicated to creating content, having our cameras set up, having the right microphones, all of that stuff. So I can just sit down, press record, and voila. What was getting in the way is the fact that all of the mini studios that we have are all in very low light areas. So we have artificial light pumping in, like down in our live stream studio, for example. But I wanted something that was brighter. I wanted natural light. So up here, we have beautiful natural light up in the jungle because we gotta feed all of our trees and whatnot, all of our plants. So I wanted to be up here. And as you guys know, here on the channel, we create a ton of content up in the jungle. And so I wanted something that required less setup. So this is what has inspired our mini studio. So before we get into any of what I'm going to show you we have done here, I have our question of the day. I am curious to know if you have a mini studio or are you regularly setting up your cameras and whatnot for recording? Whether you have a big setup or a minimal setup, are you having to set stuff up before you hit record or do you have it already set in stone? Let me know down in the comments and maybe we'll be able to help you get your own mini studio set up so you can start creating better content and start connecting with your ideal audience, build more impact, build more authority, and get more eyeballs on your message, mission, and movement. So anyways, let's talk about the studio. Sorry, I'm just beyond excited that this is happening. I'm so excited to actually have this space finally. Well, it's not done because we'll be in flux for a little bit. We've got a lot more movement and building happening around us. So you'll see this mini studio and the content we create here evolve over the next little bit. But here's where we are right now. So first, let's talk about our camera setup. As we talked about earlier, we have our new camera. We got a camera upgrade to the R7, but that camera's not going to be up here in our mini studio. That'll be down in the live stream studio. So up here, we are still going to be using the Canon EOS 80D. And we also have this really cool rig that we got for our smartphone. I'm using the iPhone 11, I think, and recording a lot of our videos on there. And I wanted to make sure that we had, well, I wanted good audio, and you know how much I love the Rode Wireless Go microphones. So I have one set up on our Canon, as well as having our Wireless Go 2s connected with that very expensive cable from Rode, the SC15. That is the USB-C to Lightning cable that connects those microphones to a smartphone or to an iPhone specifically. So I have microphones set up for each camera if I choose to use them. And of course, everything is connected, wired to power. So I'm not using battery for anything except the Rode Wireless Goes, but I got this cool little device that is a wireless charger for the Rode microphones. So that's where I charge them. Yeah, so we have that set up for our smartphones, and on the rig that we have that connects it to our desk here, which we'll talk about in a moment, we can also go with our smartphone from landscape to portrait, so we can shoot our shorts and our short content, our reels, that kind of stuff, which is the perfect opportunity to remind you, if you haven't already, to check out the shorts that we've been putting out on our YouTube channel and on our Instagram. I love creating them. Sometimes they're highlights of our other content. Sometimes they're specifically designed as our short form content. We got a whole bunch of hello content, qualification content, and more. If you want to know more about that, definitely hit the subscribe button. So we will talk more about the right kind of content that will attract your ideal customers and get more eyeballs on your message, your mission, and your movement. So hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, all that fun stuff. And let's talk more about the tech stuff we have here. So there's two really cool things that we have in this studio that are brand new to us. Yeah, the rigs are cool, but we've used rigs before. We have, number one, I have turned my back on myself. Is that the way to say it? I don't know. I'm experimenting with a new phase in life, and I got us a new teleprompter. I know. I have been for years saying that I don't like teleprompters, but I think the issue, well, actually, I could talk about teleprompters and my thoughts and feelings over them and what I've been doing with this one for its entire own video. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'll record that right after this, so you can have that one tomorrow. How's that? So we got the teleprompter we have now, which is a very different experience than what we're usually doing. Right now, I don't have the teleprompter set up. It's just you and me. It's just us chatting. It's just us friends here. But so we have that upgrade. We have some headphone upgrades. We'll talk about that and whether or not I love that. I got feelings. I got feelings about my technology, my friends. I do. I really do. But we also got a non-technology upgrade that I'm in love with. We got ourselves a sit-stand kind of desk. It's like the size of a desk from elementary school when you had your little desk with all the graffiti on it, but there's no graffiti. And it has a pneumatic sit down. Okay, you know what? I'll just create another video that you'll have to see where I talk all about why I chose this desk in particular. But as we upgrade the studio, there'll be another sit-stand desk, so we'll compare them together in another video down the road. So you're gonna have to stick around for that one. Anyways, I love this one that we got because it's on wheels. So I'm able to move it out of the way. I can change locations if I want to adjust, like move the cameras around, get different angles and whatnot, as well as it being a sit-stand desk so it can adjust to a variety of different heights. So that is fun and exciting. I'm just, as you can tell, I'm just over the moon at all of these upgrades and what's going down. There's some other big ones coming on, but I will definitely upgrade you. No, yeah, here, I'll upgrade you with some new information. I'll definitely give you guys the inside scoop on what's going on with all of these changes, both up here in the jungle studio as well as our live stream studio. We're getting so much incredible help and input from our lovely friend John Dargy from Web Meeting Pro, who's helping us understand what our technology is, what our needs are with our technology, and how we can present ourselves in the most professional way possible that really aligns with the quality of our brand. And I'm honored to be working with him. So if you want to follow along and you want to join us from the beginning of the conversation, I recommend you check out this video over here because that's where the conversation started with John. And so join us for that video. I will see you in our next one. And when I do, always remember I love you. Be excellent to each other and just go live because your people are out there waiting for you. Peace. I can't even blink today.